So now you can see that a couple of minutes later the deployment has succeeded. So I have deployed a VM. I can now go to my resource, which I'll do, and we can see it is started. That is okay. And here is everything as expected. So that is really it. So now you can say, of course, we would like to, we have our IP address, right? The private IP address and the public one. But if we now want, as I spoke about earlier, if we now want to RDP in, so let's try that. So if I take this IP, and connect, and that's wrong. We will not be able to connect. So this will be a timeout. And the reason, as alluded to earlier, we cannot connect is that we haven't opened the RDP port on our VM, right? So let's go ahead and do that. So we will go to networking, and we have our So now, as you can see, we need to add inbound port rule for the RDP. So we will go here, source any, that's okay, source port range, to be able to change that. So the easiest way is to say, we know this is a service, it is the RDP service. So the port 3389, that's correct. Allow, I will call it RDP, and add. And now it's creating the security rule, so that should go quite fast. Still creating. And as such we should be finished. So let us just refresh. Go to network. And here is our rule. So let's try again. And here we go. Let's see. X. Yeah, and now again, of course, I did write the wrong one. ValueWorkx, right? And here, yes. Then and here we are. Entering our freshly minted new VM at some point, and there it is. And now, of course, you can use it as a normal Windows server. So if you would like to use this at a web server or for something else, you would then just need to remember that it is not set up in the ports. Let's say port 80 for HTTP is not set up. So you would need to go out and do that. So I'm just going to shut this down. Yes, and out I go. So this was the video. So here you can say you would need to add another one for HTTP if that is what you would like, or HTTPS, SR, whatever, right? So MySQL, SQL Server, and stuff like that. So now that you have this VM created and everything, and we have seen that we can access it, if you just leave this around, this will cost some money. So of course, if you like me right now still have the trial account where you have some money, that would be probably okay. I would not leave it running because, as you saw, it will cost 20 cents per hour. That is not much, but again, it will. If you don't have the trial account and you would have a pay as you go or something like that, then I would highly suggest, if you're not going to use it, to delete everything, just to be sure that you are not being billed for something that you are not really using, right? So how would I delete it? I will go to resource group, market, and all this new stuff, right? Mark both of them. And let's see, that was not right. So let's go to the resource group and delete it. There it was. So you need to put it on the name. And again, the resource group, you could leave it there because that in itself will not cost anything. But the main thing for me here is that it will delete everything below it, right? So let's delete it. So this is just a cleanup. Again, you can leave it there. It will cost you something. Again, if it's stopped, if it's not running, then of course the amount will be quite small. But again, just to make sure that you are not getting a bill you didn't expect. So this takes a little while. So now we can see no resources anymore. The resource group is gone. Everything is gone. Just to be sure, sometimes it takes Azure a little while to update. It can be deleted, but still you would see it here. So maybe you need to update a couple of times, but you can go in here, check your resource groups. For me, it is clean, so nothing left from what we created. So for me, it's only left to say thank you for following along. If you liked the video, please subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, or anything else, if you would like some special things you would like to see a video about, please leave a comment. Otherwise, thank you and have a good day.